But no, that mentality of embarrassment, shame, guilt. Now, granted, there's certain things that are justifiably, that we should have embarrassment because it may not go with what we, stand for or what we are. But it's also like people take themselves too seriously in this day and age, or not in this day and age, in general. Like people have always done it. Life is serious, but life is also like short. Life is also fun. It's good to be serious, and you have to be serious. And I think most of the times we should be serious, but there definitely are times where relaxation and being able to, take a joke or be humble or not be so defensive, and to not be so offensive. I think, well, it's the Tao, like living with the Tao. I mean, like that's that mentality of just going with the flow, not being too much and not being, well, I guess underperformative. I don't really know. It's probably a better way to say it, but like, not like hesitant or like whatever, things of that nature, or inactive. Like if a situation calls for you to be active, you should be active as opposed to being inactive or reactive or whatever it may be. We cling to the aspect of control and we like to title things, and we like to almost like always have a certainty. And I feel like there tends to be a lot of rigidity with ways of thinking when you get to points of like certainty. This thing exists for sure and there's no way of changing it. That's not necessarily true. On a science level, that's not necessarily true. Certain principles are how they are, but it also doesn't mean they can't change state. And if they change state, original form might be original form, but original form versus a different state, two different things. Same principles, but different. Now, granted, is that the best analogy I could have made? No. Is it an analogy you can kind of understand? I think so.